What's up, guys? My name is Jace.
Hey, come on. Get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been holding him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why are you up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
Is that Dandelion? The Queen of Zerrikania. And that other queen that they showed was Queen Neve. The person who dubbed Geralt of Rivia. Fighting Frost, okay. So yeah, there's Queen Neve with her scar. What's up, guys? My name is Jace, and this is Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. This is a spin-off card-based game that is closer linked to the actual lore of Witcher, more perceived in the book story, as opposed to the actual games. So, we're gonna hop into this, see what kind of mechanics we got going on. I have got a frog in my throat, I'm sorry for the coughing, and we're gonna see what happens. Alright, select difficulty. Adventurer, for players who want to sit back, relax, enjoy the story with the option to skip battles, no. Battle Hardened, for players seeking a moderate challenge and an impactful story. For players familiar with Gwent and ready to put their skills to the test. See, I'm already at the game of Gwent in the Witcher games, but then I was playing it online and I kept getting my ass creamed. But that might have just been because I didn't have a good deck built up. And I was trying to get in like at too high of a skill level before they had matchmaking figured out. I think I'll go Battle Hardened. Yeah, Biting Frost, same as always. Best thing about frost bodies is the fallen don't rot so quickly, so you don't have to smell it.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, Queen of the Twin Realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
I'm actually loving this art style right now. It's like very Archer-esque. It's like cel-shaded.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Okay, so we could be disappointed in him, or we tell him to settle. So we're gonna play as Queen Neve. Okay. So like I was saying, she's the one who knighted Geralt as Geralt of Rivia after he came to her band's aid and basically saved her life the day she got her scar. Geralt of Rivia was actually calling himself Geralt of Rivia beforehand and explaining his story to Zoltan Shive that it's really Geralt from nowhere. He's got no from. He's not been knighted, nothing like that. He doesn't have somewhere he hails from. And then when she says, "You're Geralt of where?" and he says, "Geralt of nowhere," and then she knights him Geralt of Rivia, and he actually puts his face down like this, and he's just smirking into the ground like, oh shit, dodged a bullet on that one. Alright, so we're going to tell Cadwell to settle
Steady,
down.
Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As your grace ordained, I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the Strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty, straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the Strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
Stolen, your grace. But I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow. If it be your grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it. Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Reynard is actually the name of DBZ fanfic character by Wilmy, and oh my god, he's probably my favorite character. He's hilarious. So I automatically like our little buddy here. Welcome to the Thronebreaker tutorial. Before embarking on your adventure, you should get acquainted with basic game mechanics. I agree. You can control your character using the left mouse button and follow the cobblestone road to reach the next stage of your journey. Okay, so kind of like Diablo? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. I can get behind this. Can I like move the camera around? You'll expand your army throughout the game, but to do so, you must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. While on the road, you can find useful items and even new companions who will support you in battle. If you don't want to miss anything, be sure to thoroughly explore the map to complete side quests. Stump? Stump? Okay. There we go, there's the stump. Okay, right click. Boom. Wood and gold. Imagine that. See what he has to say. Oh, he's got nothing to say. What's this?
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
Perfect. Just breaking shit. Let me talk to you.
Milka. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold.
Eey, Jesus. Oh. Oh, the recruit unit's doing that. Cool. Okay, cool. So just basically just grab shit. Miller's Bend. Okay. We'll keep going this way. You better return, go to Hawksburn settings. See, it does not track the damn... I don't know if that's settings in my computer I gotta change. But like my mouse is going off screen here and I don't like it. An obstacle blocks your path. To remove it, you will need to spend some of your resources. Oh. Okay, well, we'll go up here to see what, Oh, we can't just walk up here? We can't just climb over this fence that reaches to our knee? Okay. It's one of those games. Excellent. Alright. Okay. So, Your Majesty, it seems someone's felled an old oak which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around it. How do you wish to proceed? Have loggers sort out the matter? Our soldiers should conserve their strength. Minus 25 gold plus 50 wood. Yeah, I got plenty of gold, might as well. Lose a soldier, we've only got 50, and we get half the amount of wood. You know, we'll spend some money. We'll spend some money into it. Okay, you go in there. Most interactive objects are marked clearly on the map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you'd best be prepared for anything.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meade charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
I like her. Running head first in. Meade was convinced that the bandits would flee to the cover of the forest upon realizing their grave mistake. After all, no ordinary bandit would dare attack the retinue of the queen. Yet the strays of Spalla were a different breed. They held nothing sacred. Story battle, custom deck. A key battle in each story, unique cards may appear in your hand or deck. Custom deck, unique cards will appear in this battle. Well, I'll go story battle. Oh, is it like both? Okay. Story battle. Oh, yeah. This is the battlefield. You will play your cards on the bottom half and your opponent will play on the top. Okay, so just like Gwent. Units can be played on one of two rows, melee or ranged. Okay, so there's no longer siege weapons. But remember, the abilities of some cards may be different depending on the row you play them. The standard battle can last up to 3 rounds, so the first to win 2 rounds wins the whole match. Players alternate their turns. During your turn, you can play only 1 card. Oh, okay. Let me use any number of abilities. Yes, so that's pretty standard. The player who goes first in a match is the same who initiated the battle. In this case, you encountered an ambush, so your opponent will have their first turn.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Okay. The strength of each unit. Okay, gives you total strength. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Some units have armor. Armor absorbs a certain amount of damage dealt to the unit. Okay, that's good to know. The bottom one is armor. Okay,
Your
cool.
Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Most cards have the ability of some kind. To learn more about it, select a card and read its short description. Additional information will appear if you right-click on the card. Play any card. Okay, so we do have our leader cards. No ability for the Stray Slinger, but Neve here has longsword ability. Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Cooldown 3. Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Lyrian Arbalest. Deploy damage an enemy by the number of cards on this row. Reach 2. Loyal. Human Blitz. Lyrian Scytheman. Human Blitz. Loyal. Boost self by 5. He's pretty badass. Count Caldwell. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. Ooh, I like that. Is he ranged, or how do you tell if he's ranged or not? Really nice artwork on the cards. Okay. Oh, okay, so this brings up everything. So he says reach, yeah, reach 2. Maybe I can play him in both? Question mark? Here, here. Okay, so I can play him there. Him. Okay, so I could play anybody anywhere? Maybe? Lyria! Arbalest's ability allows him to deal damage equal to the number of cards on the roll where he's played. His ability is activated the moment it's played. Oh, okay. Okay, -1. Cool. Press the coin button. End turn. Okay.
The chase is on!
Whenever enemy takes damage, boosts self by 1. We'll put him up front.
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Perfect. Scythmen have the loyalty ability. This means that their other abilities are activated every time you use Meeve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To learn what it is, just select the leader. Meeve's ability allows her to boost the unit's strength and add armor to it. She can use this ability once every few turns. So her on him.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
God damn. You cannot make any more moves. It's time to end your turn.
Look out! Seek cover! We are bombarded!
Move 1 unit your turn. Your opponent card also have abilities. Be sure to read the description carefully, adapt your strategy accordingly. Play any card. Can I... Did I click off screen there accidentally? I hope I didn't. Play any card. But can I just end turn? Because I've got 21 and he's got 11. So I could end. Yes. Play a copy of each adjacent card.
A lesson in humility coming now.
Okay, so you can play it right in between.
The strays took tail and run. Yes! Our victory is assured! Sound the horns! May they sing praises of this triumph for ages!
You took down abandoned bandits, dude. Tone it the fuck down. When you played all of your cards, the end turn button will turn into a pass button. When you pass, you will not be able to perform any action until the start of your next turn. To end the last turn of a round, press the coin button. Okay. The player whose army has the most strength points at the end of a round will win the round. Yeah, just like on the coin. In the event of a tie, both players will receive a victory point.
The battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Okay. So we draw one. Okay. Beginning of the second and third round, each player draws 3 cards. Okay.
Battle
so that's where it
formation!
differs.
Protect the queen!
Went. Great. The player who won the previous round will play first in the next round. Play any card. Okay, so the Arbalest or yourself by 5. Okay.
This harvest, we'll be reaping black-clad heads.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Oh. Move 1 unit to the row opposite this unit and damage them by 1. Oh, okay.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Okay.
Ow!
One boot's all I need.
Alrighty. Use your leader's ability. Perfect. And he's got 1 more turn in him.
Have it the white of an eye.
You've won 2 rounds in a row, which means you are the battle's victor.
I congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Alright, perfect. Reynard Odo.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Meave said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
Enough, Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
There you go. Okay, so, ooh, there's dead people. Okay. You got some wood. Boom. Okay, and some gold. Shit ton of gold.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need
Calling
respite.
you on your
A
bullshit.
spell of it they deserve.
To survey your army, you must first pitch camp. Pitching tents now, eh? Pitch camp by pressing the tent button on the left side of the screen. Perfect. What else we got here? Inventory and settings. Camp buildings allow you to expand your army and give you access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in your workshop. These improvements will give you access to stronger units, thus easing your journey down the line. I'm just gonna like make absolutely ridiculous changes to my voicing and to workshop. Here you can build and improve camp buildings. To improve camp buildings, you must first collect the appropriate quantity of gold and wood. For your journey, you'll definitely need to access a regional map, but to get it, you will first need to improve your royal tent. Okay, royal tent, level 2. $1,000. I don't know if I need a royal tent level 2. Thanks to this improvement, you now have access to a regional map which you can open from the main game screen. The workshop itself can also be improved with each subsequent improvement. You will gain access to new, stronger units. Perfect. Oh, click. Fuck. Go to the command tent to view your army. Command tent? Oh, okay. Royal tent, command tent. Normal tent? Peon tent? In the command tent, you can create units and build your army from available cards. Improving this building will increase your army's recruit cap, allowing you to use stronger units. The cards currently in your deck are displayed on the left-hand side. All the cards available for you to create and place in your screen are displayed on the main screen. You can gain access to new cards by upgrading your training grounds and workshop as well as through certain story-related tasks. Grayed out cards are available but have not yet been created. You must first create them before you include them in your deck. Your deck must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding your army's recruit cap. Currently your recruit cap sits at 125 points. Okay? To create new cards, you need a particular resource, recruits. You can gain recruits at conscription posts, which are marked on the map with a helmet icon, as well as through certain story-related tasks. You've received additional resources to craft a Wagenberg card. Craft one now. Wagenberg. They're in... What does it look like? This guy? Oh, okay. Machine. Field support. Order. Damages all units on enemy row by this unit's armor amount, and then lose all armor. Gain 1 armor whenever a card appears on this row. Okay. Okay, that's not where... Where do I click? I thought... Right click? Oh! Down here at the bottom. Hey, Walls on Wheels! They stole my idea. Okay. That's your $250, minus 2 people, minus a bunch of wood. God damn it. I'm running low on wood. Add Wadenberg to your deck. Oh, okay, you just click it. Cool. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen. Oh, with the yawning. My apologies. You can now view and create new cards or return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Recruit. Boost by... Okay, so yes, that's a scythe guy I like. Drummer? Blitz. Play the Blitz unit from your deck. Yes, deck. An ability triggered manually by the player. Units with order cannot be used for 1 turn after being placed on the battlefield, whereas artifacts can be used immediately. A number of times an order ability can be used. I don't know what that means yet. Field Medic. Ooh, I like that. Rivian Pikeman. Summon all copies of this unit. Oh, I need like... Oh, I can't. Get off your high horse and face me. He's just like stabbing a Nilfgaardian. Jesus. Okay, cool. I like Brainard. Nope, nope. Oh, he looks badass too. Deploy trigger. This ability, when played, charge the number of times an order ability can be used. Order, an ability triggered manually by the player. Units with order cannot be used for one turn after being placed on the battlefield, whereas artifacts can be used immediately. Okay. Under your husband I served 10 years, under you another 8. And never in that time did I fight for a more worthy cause. Fuck yeah. What's the 9 for here? Oh, and I love how they actually credit the artists for individual art. That's... yeah, see, it's a different artist. That's awesome. That is so key. That's so cool. You can now take a look at other camp buildings to familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can go with the yawning. Oh, my apologies. You can familiarize yourself with their functions, or you can return to the main game screen to continue your journey. Okay, cool. You can talk to your companions in the mess tent, give them a little bit of your time, and you may just learn a secret or two. Perfect.
A bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease.
Willem's not suited to be king. It's not worrisome sitting alone. Yeah. We're not going to make this strictly business. We're going to try to make some friends.
Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
I like him.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth.
Oh.
The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim, and to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Doomed to the end badly, that I dare say. For Reginald to err wasn't unheard of. I can't remember how she felt about her husband. It's not her that killed her husband, that was somebody else in the story. I'm gonna go with this.
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning, for good reason, I dare say.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me.
Jesus.
But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
Well, there you go.
It was then I swore two things.
That's a mark of a good
Firstly,
king.
never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
Alright, so now we're gonna go William is not suited to be king.
Alas. I've come to fear Willem might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
Yeah, that's awfully young to be like, here's a country, run it.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age.
Are you kidding me? I barely figured out how my dick worked at that age.
Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances, events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ancaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Alright, so that's the end of that.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Grey Rider.
Worked in a mess once at serving no meat, not even sausage. Weren't long before the men rioted.
Fair enough. If I was forced to march all day long and they didn't serve me food at the end of the day, I'd be pretty pissed too. Okay. Time spent 28 minutes. Quest completed 0. Puzzles completed 0. Standard battles won 0. Golden chest found 0. Fair enough. I kind of, Yep. Okay. Remember that you can open your map by clicking on the compass rose icon to the left side of the screen. There we go. That's new. Phew. Oh wow, this is expensive. Jesus. What's this? Is that... It's not Novigrad, is it? Your primary test is marked with an exclamation point to see what awaits you. No. Got a griffin here up here. Okay, so we're going here. Main quest. Your primary test in the map marked with an exclamation point to see what awaits you. Scroll through the map. Here we can zoom in. Main quest. Perfect. Go to Håkansberg. What's over here? Letters. The Royal Tent. You can view the letters and maps you received so far, as well as key and card fragments. The Royal Tent screen can be accessed from the main game screen by pressing the knapsack icon. Letters. Royal Stewart letter. Johannes, artisans from Grabodur have prepared a new tapestry pattern for the throne room. I've included an engraving of the design. You will be pleased with it, I hope. A Cintrian line inherited from King Coram I. Bad Fangs offers stunning realism in the ancestral sword of the Delans of Temeria, peer as if forged from the very depths of Mahakam. I have no... Mahakam. I forget how that's said again. I've no doubt it shall prove the castle's latest masterpiece. We eagerly await your return, my lady. Gustave Perrault, Royal Stewart. I like that line. A letter from King Damaved. Dear Maeve, you've my gratitude for attending the summit. What luck we did not put off meeting any longer. From what my men say, armies on the march are kicking up a veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember you have my full unconditional support. Best wishes, Demaved. Reports. Nilfgaardian movement. Noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in the foothills of Mal Mountain and near Breedburn. Ambassador claims routine training exercises. Number of troops, quality of equipment indicate otherwise. Recommend strengthening border forces and tripling patrols along the Yaruga. Strays of Spala. Bandit group formed after revolt in dungeons of Spala Castle. Mainly pickpockets, racketeers, cut purses, assassins, armed with slings, daggers, instruments of torture stolen from Spala. Headsmen's axes, saws, hammers. Cleverer and bolder than common bandits. Attack heavily armed convoys, noblemen's mansions, unable to determine the identity of the group's leader. Okay, that's some nice information. Oh, okay, I set up camp. What can we do here? Mess tent, command tent, training grounds. Okay. Foragers' quarters. Game between 25 to 75 gold for... Yeah, okay, this is something you want to buy into right now. Camp structure requirements not met. Oh, I need a training ground. Okay. Herald's study. Okay. Royal tent. Royal treasury. Mess tent. Command tent. Command tent. Watchtower. No. Where's training ground? Oh, training ground here. Provide. I cannot. Okay, so I guess I can't do training grounds yet. We're just gonna advance the story a bit, I think. Now we're gonna go towards our next thingy.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less? Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why I'd have gone round, through Sodden. They told me! Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace! Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less?
He's not happy. I wouldn't be happy either, but... Okay, your army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on your cards, whereas low morale lowers each unit's strength by 1 point, high morale increases it by 1 point. The army's current level of morale is displayed in the upper left corner of the screen. Changes in morale depend on your choices throughout the game. To increase it, make an offering at a wayside shrine. But remember, after a victorious battle, morale returns to neutral, so you must always keep an eye on it. Okay, perfect. So there we go. Okay, my guys are happy now. Doopy-doo.
Gods have mercy. Whatever is this filth?
Got some drowners.
Necrophages.
Oh.
Drawn here by blood scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm, I won't allow it. Attack!
Okay, now we get to take on some monsters. This is what the Witcher series is all about. Who are these travelers whose bodies now litter the roadside? They have the look of pilgrims who found misfortune after crossing paths with the strays of Spala. The bandits had slit their throats, leaving the bodies to rot under the sun. They likely have known the stench would attract the attention of flesh-hungry scavengers, thus exposing the next passerbys to a horrific death. Clearly, this realization hadn't bothered them in the slightest. Okay, so we're using a custom deck. We're going to start the battle. Okay, so it's even got the monster emblem. That's kind of cool. And I got the Lion of Sintra. Trophy is a unique type of card, and you can only have one in your deck at a time. The trophy will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match.
Fog in broad daylight.
Illyrian
the heat
banner.
positively sweltering. Have we to do
Whatever
with some
uses
manner
your
of
ability,
sorcery?
reduce cooldown by
We shouldn't
one.
exclude
Nice.
the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
Your rows are now covered in fog, which is just one of several row effects you will encounter. Row effects affect all cards on a given row and can have either positive or negative consequences. Later on, you will also gain access to cards that allow you to add similar row effects. Perfect.
Raymond, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
Foglets, that's never a good thing. Fortitude tonic. Voracious Algul. Order destroy the highest enemy, then boost all allies by that unit's power. Oh, that's deadly.
Give me a time.
Okay, so I'm not sure how bad the fog's gonna affect me. Oh. Damage an enemy by the number of cards on this row. Reach 2. 1, 2. Oh, okay, he's too far. I would have had to have placed him here to do it. Gotcha. Okay. See, I'm starting to get it.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first. Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
Use Fortitude tonic to boost the strength of one of your units. Cool. Perfect. End turn.
Fearsome they look, true. but they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
He's got no more. He passes. So. Okay, and I'm still. See, I don't wanna. You have to play all your cards?
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
See, I didn't need to play him. I would have won
So
anyhow.
fortunate we routed the
Maybe it's
beast
just
before they
because
had
I'm
a
still in
chance
the
to
tutorial.
gorge.
Maybe that's how the game's played. I'm not sure. Trophy will stay on the battlefield between rounds because it has the resilience ability. Okay, cool. Yeah, damage to enemy by the number.
Arbalist at your command.
Ah, see, I shouldn't have done that. I should have played this one first, and then it could have damaged one of these units.
Your Grace, yet more come.
Assuming unit
They
in your
fill their
graveyard
bellies,
boosts
ma'am.
itself by power.
This doesn't
Okay.
bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Damn boots, I say. Soon.
Curses. Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back.
Nope.
We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Just like me, each enemy leader has a unique ability. Okay, so we took out my strongest. Oh shit. Using this ability, the enemy leader destroyed your strongest unit and threw it to its necrophages as feed, which has made them much stronger. Oh,
My
boy.
queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
If a round isn't going your way, it might be best to pass your turn and save your strength for the next round. But remember, you can pass only at the beginning of your turn before you have played any cards or used any abilities. Okay. So now I can pass. You just gotta... I do air quotations all the time. Okay, perfect. We got Reynard and our Wagenberg. Remember, losing just one round does not mean defeat. To win the battle, you must gain 2 victories.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack!
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Look there! Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
No. To successfully command your army, you should understand the synergies that exist between your cards. To get things started, play Wagenberg on the melee row. The ability of this card becomes more powerful with each additional unit that is played on the same row. Okay. So he gains 1 armor and then his special ability. Cards that have the order ability can be activated manually at any time you choose during your turn, but only after enough time has passed since placing it on the battlefield. The icon at the bottom of the card will indicate when the ability is available to use. During your turn, you can activate any number of cards that have the order ability. Most can only be used once, but the order ability is some cards can be activated multiple times in a battle. Okay. So, ZZZ times 1. Okay, cool. So I can end my turn? Yeah, I can end my turn now. Play an Arbalest on the melee row in order to take advantage of Wagenberg's ability, which adds 1 armor point to the unit.
Armor won't say.
And then I can damage a unit by 2. Okay, I'll take him. Use Wagenberg's ability. Okay. Okay. Then I can destroy him with my next turn. This guy. Ah, shit. Oh! Ah, shit. Reynard's ability allows you to reactivate units whose order ability has already been used. As a result, you use Wagenberg's ability again to play Reynard on the melee row.
Company! Forward march!
Wagenberg can now be used again. Use its ability. How about I wait? I can do more next turn. Okay. For one. Oh, it's the whole row. Okay, that's cool. Whenever a card appears on this row, gain 1 armor. Damage all units on the enemy row by this unit's armor amount, then lose all armor. Okay, that's kind of neat. Okay. Yeah, these monster cards are wild. Your opponent has run out of cards and you have sizable advantage. Your victory is assured. So you can either pass your turn or play out your glorious triumph to the very end. Fuck 'em up! And you're doing what, 2 damage? Oh, okay, by the number of cards on this row, so 4. Perfect. And then I can go like that. 37, not too bad. Okay.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Feel pretty solid about that. Feels a pretty solid victory, I would think. And we're 46 minutes into this recording. So I'm gonna loot the shit out of this. And I'm gonna pitch tent. And I'm gonna call that load last save and exit to main menu. Okay, cool. So I can just exit from there. So that was Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. So we're gonna learn more about Queen Meve and hopefully some more of the characters. I did see some artwork for Geralt, so I believe we'll run into him at one point or another. Probably when Meve gets her scar, and hopefully again afterwards. I haven't read too much further past in the book, so I don't know if they cross paths again, but I guess we'll find out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can, and I'll catch you in the next one.